And welcome to part 2 as we continue our trek here from level 71 to 72 on my main. As we're finally back in action here. It's great to be back in WoW, officially back now, and getting to it. I have leveled to 72 now, and so you're going to see everything in its entirety. Well, not in its entirety, but at least the important parts. Here we're picking up a little bit where we left off. We're turning in a couple of quests here at Data. Finishing it, getting it done, and then there's going to be a lot of cuts, there's going to be a lot of movements. Keep on. I want to try to show you guys all this quest because I basically, what I decided to do, not only to level it, but I said to go ahead and get the achievement for Born Tundra here as much as possible. So there's a lot of quests to cover, and we've only got so much time and so many parts, so I'm going to try to cover them all here as much as possible. We turned in those other quests, and now we've moved on to the east, far east, towards Dragonblight on that road. You remember the Tuskar camp sends you down to this area, and that's who we talk to, and we're getting this quest to do this here. You kill these guys, you get some things from them, and then the guy in the ice right next to me is going to unfreeze, and I'll have to kill him, and that'll take care of these quests. Not too hard, not too bad. So, a lot of things have changed, yet remain the same. I've been getting used to my new talents, and of course getting back into the daily thing of how to play. It's like riding a bike, you really don't forget, but it takes you a while to remember how you did it, and did it well. So, you can see this here, and he's not a problem at all. He does like to knock you up a bit, but it's not a big deal, and he'll go down pretty darn easy, and you'll get the last thing you need, and then you can go ahead and just turn it in. Very, very simple. So, I'm enjoying Howling Fjord, and I can't wait to show you that. Of course, you'll see what we got. I have been doing some dungeons. I did one of the Lord Almighty, the Nerubian dungeons, the second one actually, and I did that, getting the healing grip of things again. And again, a reminder for people, if there's nothing there for you to use quest items, just buy or just get the one that'll sell for the most. Get that. Now we've moved up north, back towards where we've been before. Well, actually, you've never seen up north because I was in level 70 and 70 to 71, and I never recorded that. But this is up north. It's straight north, really. You should see it on the map here, and that's for the Cauldron quest. There's another quest to do there as well that you can do. So, go there. Excuse me. Once you're done with that, he's going to give you another quest to do with the Fallen Necropolis, just not that far from here, and we're going to touch on that fairly briefly. And you can see that he'll give you a couple quests for that, and another quest to do. So this is the very top of the necropolis. Now it's broken, and it's like right next there. It's kind of downed, and there's a few different ways you can get up to this top. I started from the top and worked my way down. You could easily start from the bottom and work your way up. Choice is yours. I decided to start from the top and work my way down. You have the Lich at the very top, and then of course you have this guy who's kind of at the middle top, and then there's a ramp just outside here that you're going to see that you can take to go down further, and you're going to find another quest inside here as well. And that'll have you, and you're not going to see much of that footage here, but they'll have you killing these ghouls and some other stuff in order to get some stuff to free him. It's not that hard, pretty darn easy. And that's pretty much what I'm doing here. You're actually supposed to get that quest first and then go turn it in. But in either case, once that's done, you're done with all that, go back, turn it in. I'm actually still using that Vial of Renewal. Very, very nice trinket. It's come in handy quite a bit. Once you're done with that, he's going to give you another quest to go see somebody or go do something. And you'll head back, go back to the airstrip, and that's what we're going to see here. We're going to head back to the airstrip. But first, I do have another quest that continues from the earlier one that we did just before the Necropolis business. And that's to go see this Death Knight here, who's a good Death Knight now. And as you can see, he's holding that Lich in place. And he's going to give you some quests to do as well, and you'll be seeing that towards the end. Not of this part, but towards the end of Born Tundra itself in the next part. So, when you're done with that, we go ahead and head back to the airstrip, turn in that quest that we got, and we get to choose our reward from there. And then you'll get some more quests, but we're going to go ahead and skip back to the Dita camp, and we're going to finish that off to get that achievement done as well. Basically, you got to do all the Dita chests in order to do that. The last one was probably the hardest, and this is continuing those Dita quests I was doing. Because the guy that you got to attack is like a hunter, but he's he's tough. He's actually quite tough. He's an elite. His friends respawn quite quickly, and when he's ranged, he throws these pelts at you that just do massive damage. It can be very, very difficult. I think it's suggested to do 2 or 3 different people. I tried to kill him the first time, and I was doing fine, and then he reset on me because he took too long, and that was annoying, to say the least. This is back towards the main entryway camp, Alliance Keep, and this is that little diver that was down there we ran into before when we were trying to get that chest. You need to kill him for this quest. But he was very, very difficult. I failed. I was able to run away, and I healed, trying to figure out what I was going to do. Went ahead and tried to give it another run. See me turning in these quests now and getting that final quest. And a couple of people was there working on him, so I stood by, I let them do it, and once they were done, I went ahead and attacked him, and they were kind enough to lend me an extra hand, and so I got that done pretty easily and pretty fast, so that was nice. And you'll see that here. And there he is. You see, he kept throwing those pelts, and I've learned it's just better to get on top of him, and he won't do quite as much damage, but he likes to snare you or entrap you to do that, and you'll see me keep shape-shifting in and out in order to get out of his entrapping. And this is where they come to lend me a hand, and he goes down pretty darn fast, and that other Restroju there in the background lends me a hand with heals, and it was really, really kind of them, and you know, this is actually a trend. People just love to help each other. It's really cool like that. It's still pretty much like that. It was like that 3 months ago because all the big people were up in there or working on there. So, you know, it's still out there. And you know, if you see someone and it looks like they need a hand, or if they're waiting, and then you finish it off, and if you got time, stick around, give them a hand for the respawn. And that was very kind of them, and I thanked them very much. And told him that he reset on me, and it was just very, very nice. So once you kill him, you go ahead and return back to the camp, turn it in, and that is it. You get the Dita's Little Pita achievement, as well as some nice rewards, of course, as you can see here. And of course, I still have these rings. They're very nice rings. Great amount to choose from. And you get the Dita's Little Pita's achievement. We go ahead and head back south towards the airstrip and the bubbling oil vats that are off to the south of the airstrip, southeast of the airstrip. And we'll go ahead and start doing some of those quests there. The first one here I didn't grab me getting it, but he's near the a downed Zeppelin, or not really a Zeppelin, sorry, a gnomish flying machine, and he'll give you these things, and your first thing to do is go pick these up. He's right there, see? You go ahead and turn little gnome there, and you turn that in, get that done. He's going to give you like 2 or 3 different quests to do. It's not hard at all. The things around here are just oil slicks and some machinery stuff. There's the different quests he gives you to do, like the pilot ones and all this stuff, is spawned all over here. This was actually a pretty darn easy quest. As you can see, I avoided a lot of fights actually with some of these, and you can do that just fine. But nothing of real consequence or major importance to worry about with these guys. I mean, they spawn fairly rarely, and you're probably going to have to kill some. I didn't show me killing any because it was just pointless. They're so easy. You're not going to have a problem with it all, no matter what class you are. You really shouldn't. They don't run or nothing. Real simple. and then the final one here, destroying them, scuttling them. And that's pretty much it. You're going to see one last turn in here and doing a quest, and that is going to be it for this part. We'll continue in part 3, and then of course go into Boron Tundra as we continue on the march from level 71 to 72. Stay tuned.